The Australian Open tennis, well, they've already banned Russian flags. You've got to wonder how long it is before the Australian flag is banned as well. This is a tournament that's already held a First Nations Day last week and will hold a Pride Day this Friday for the LGTB plus Australians, but won't mark Australia Day because it says, quote, there are differing views. Well, not for the majority there isn't, as poll after poll continues to show. I mean, just about everything can be celebrated at the tennis, it seems, except Australia itself. Even though the fact that over a quarter of our people come from somewhere else, increasingly from Asia, suggests that no country is more attractive and that no country is less racist. So we've now got the Australian Open afraid to celebrate Australia. We've got the Victorian government cancelling the annual Australia Day parade. We've got big retailers like Kmart refusing to sell flags and other Australia Day themed merchandise. And now too, the Sydney City Council is moving its citizenship ceremony to January 27 because there should be, the Mayor says, no celebration on Invasion Day. In Sydney's inner west, the council there will hold a citizenship ceremony on Australia Day, but it says, and I quote, it'll be sombre, respectful and focused on the Indigenous history of Australia, as if the history of some of us is more important than the history of us all. Now, you can see where this is heading, can't you? 30 years after a previous Labor government insisted that pride in our country meant that Australia Day be celebrated on the day itself, January 26, and not just another lazy long weekend, the current Labor Party and its Green allies are insisting that shame over dispossession means that the day modern Australia began can't now be celebrated. But at least there's a leader fighting back.
Australia Day, what day should it be? I'm very strongly of the view that it should remain 26th of January.
But again, that's not working. For, rightly or wrongly, we've got this campaign against it. Even the Australian Open is not going to recognise it this week.
Neil, as Noel Pearson's pointed out, we have a huge, not an issue in this country that's insurmountable, but we can't be ashamed of our past. We can be very proud of our Indigenous heritage, and we should be. We can be very proud of our British heritage, and we should be. We should be very proud of our multicultural community in our country. The three are blended together, and I don't subscribe to this view that you need to pull down one of those three legs to build up the other two. We should be proud. Now, we've made mistakes through the course of our history. Absolutely. The treatment of Indigenous people, even to this very day, does that need to be addressed and acknowledged? Of course it does. But we live in the best country in the world. We're the envy of the world, and we shouldn't be trying to pull ourselves down and apologise. We should be celebrating who we are, and January 26 is one of those days where plenty of Australians want to celebrate and will celebrate and should be allowed to celebrate.
Well said, Peter Dutton. Our Indigenous heritage, our British foundation and our multicultural character. That's a story of modern Australia, and to deny it, to try and rewrite history. Well, if we do all of that, if the haters succeed, we dishonour all of those who've come before us and built what we have, and for many years, given up their lives to defend it.